Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Make Dinner. This one is featuring a lovely Trader Joe's haul. So, we do not have a Trader Joe's where I live in southern Utah. We were recently near one, and this is everything I got. So, we got some birria meat. This is freezer section, garlic herb chicken, some chicken shawarma thighs, these garlic noodles. Oh my gosh, so good. Pineapple teriyaki chicken meatballs, garlic spread dip, these chicken gyoza pot stickers. Now for the non-cold items, we've got some butter waffle cookies, some Indian style flatbread, some things for the dogs, buttermilk pancake mix, freeze-dried strawberries, a lot of those because those are my toddler daughter's favorite, another bag of freeze-dried strawberries, some marinara sauce, spiced chai, some dragon fruit concentrate, did not like that actually, marinated artichoke hearts, green tea for my husband. That was the first bag. Next up, more butter waffle cookies. Those are so good and easy to eat. Some of their almond cashew macadamia nut milk, 2 cartons of that. Then we've got some of these little scones. We got the vanilla bean ones and the orange cranberry. These brown sugar boba mochis, caramel coffee almonds, sparkling lemonade, bourbon vanilla bean paste. Anytime you guys see me make anything sweet on this channel, that is what I'm throwing in there. Some tuna, mussel, gross seafood things my husband picked out. Some basil pesto, some avocado oil spray, dried apricots, another type of green tea, and that's what we got. Since we have moved from California to southern Utah, we are no longer near Trader Joe's. So when we are near them, we do try to stock up. Up first, for our Trader Joe's dinners, I made the gyoza pot stickers. This was actually the night that we got back in town. We had gone up to northern Utah for a fun family getaway, stopped at the Trader Joe's up there before heading back home. And so yeah, this was just a nice quick dinner, easy quick dinner to make when we got back and wanted something home cooked again. To that, we are going to be adding in these pineapple teriyaki chicken meatballs alongside of it. So I did want to just give them a nice quick chop just for quicker cooking. They are, of course, already cooked, but I do like to get them warmed and browned in a pan. Despite following the instructions, I will say I had a little trouble with my gyoza sticking to the pot, but they were still delicious and I did manage to salvage most of them, which I was pretty happy about. So you'll notice there was a little bit of sticking happening and that just continued as I removed all of them from the pan. So yeah, you can see the remnants of the wrappers there. And then to that, we just served it alongside some easy microwavable bibigo rice. I added some green beans for a veggie, and then we just served it with some teriyaki sauce that we had in our pantry. Soy sauce would have also been a good option. And of course, my daughter got some chicken nuggets. This is the bibigo rice that we like. Super easy, usually get them from Costco. And that was a nice dinner. This next one is the birria. I did not get a lot of video of this. This was a lunch meal, and my husband made this one while I was not feeling very well, so didn't get a whole lot of video, but we just warmed it up in a pan, because it's like a freezer meal, and so we warmed that up in a pan, and then we put it on some small corn tortillas, fried those on both sides in a hot pan, and then we did end up topping it with the birria sauce, and it was really, really good. Better than I thought it was going to be, honestly. Next up is a crockpot dinner featuring those shawarma chicken thighs. This is a meal I used to make on the regular when we used to live in California, and I'd shop at Trader Joe's every week. So this was like a very nostalgic feeling meal for me, just because it had been so long since we've had it. When that was almost done, in the crockpot, it just was on low for most of the day. I decided to make up a little salad to go along with it, so I'm just rough chopping some green leaf lettuce. This I did not get from Trader Joe's. This I got from just my regular grocery haul. Same with the onion, the cucumber, and the tomato. That's all featured here. That's about to go in the salad. So I was going for a Greek Mediterranean type inspired salad. I am not a big red onion fan, so I was trying to slice these very thin so I could hide them in the bites of salad that I got. And then of course tomato. I am, however, a tomato fan. You could just eat the whole thing like an apple, my favorite. So I'm going to give that a nice chop to get that added to the salad. And then last but not least, we need a cucumber. So I'm slicing that in half, and then I did it like in fourths before giving it a nice chop. For my dressing, I picked up some of this tzatziki from Walmart, so that is the dressing that we're going to be utilizing for this salad, is that tzatziki. Again, because I was wanting to go for that Mediterranean style. And then we're just going to give that a nice little mix. And if you are enjoying this content, if you wouldn't mind giving this video a thumbs up and clicking that subscribe button, I sure would appreciate it. Now to assemble our delicious food, I have that Indian style flatbread. I did warm it up a little bit before topping it, and then we're going to spread it with that garlic spread that we picked up from Trader Joe's as well, just for additional flavor. Plus it tastes delicious. Topping it with some of the shawarma meat, serving it alongside that tzatziki salad. So good. Again, like I said, this is something we used to eat quite often, and so it was very nostalgic, very reminiscent of meals we used to eat on a regular basis. So I would definitely recommend this one. 10 out of 10 if you're going to pick any of them. Lastly, I love these noodles from Yard House. They're garlicky noodles. Pretty sure it's like on their appetizer menu. Either way, I'm obsessed. I could eat vats of them. They're my favorite. So in lieu of that, since I don't have that restaurant near where we live, I decided that these noodles are a good dupe. But instead of just having pasta, of course I wanted to bulk up the nutrition and the protein value of that dinner, so I got those garlic herb sausages from Walmart and got those chopped and cooked. And then I'm also going to add some mushrooms, because that's kind of the star of the show, besides the noodles, of the Yard House dupe that I'm trying to create. So we're going to get those mushrooms all chopped up and in a bowl, and then I will get those cooked as well. Once the sausage was good and browned, I removed that from the pan and then added the mushrooms in, after adding, of course, a little bit of fat, a little bit of butter, so they could cook in there. Once those got all cooked, I went in and seasoned them with some salt and pepper, gave them a quick toss, and then took them out of the pan. And then the last thing we need to cook up is, of course, the noodles. So I did follow the instructions as per the bag. I did 2 bags though, so I did double the water that was needed. And then I just kind of let that cook down. Put a lid on it. Didn't really fit great, but I put a lid on it just to try to trap the steam, trap the heat. And then I gave it a stir. It was still a little frozen in some spots, so it definitely, a bigger pan might have been a better option, or just doing 1 bag of noodles at a time. But I was impatient and hungry, so back to the pot. Once those noodles were all done, I added in the mushroom and the chicken sausage and gave it another toss to ensure everything was incorporated in that delicious garlicky sauce. While it is not identical to the Yard House noodles, it's pretty darn close, and it was so delicious. Obviously, anything noodles, garlic, mushroom, we're already on the right track with delicious food. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this inspired you to make something delicious this week in your kitchen.